Hello and good afternoon everyone, it's me Hina Burathoki. Today our team member going to present on global sustainable operation analysis of Nestle. As you know, the founder of Nestle is Henry Nestle, and it founded in 1866 in Vevey, Switzerland. At that time, the main reason behind Henry Nestle organized Nestle is for infant formula to combat malnutrition, but later it organized in broad way, and now it has its own wide range of food and beverage products like Nescafe, KitKat, and Purnima. And the reason behind choosing this company was because it has a global presence, brand recognitions, commitment to sustainability, financial stability, research and innovation, corporate social responsibility, strong distribution. Nestle. And talking about the company overview, as I already mentioned, it started in 1866, and the period between of 1866 and 1913 is known as the era of pioneers. Pioneers, where Henry Nestle found Nestle is for condensed milk for baby. And the period between 1905 to 1913, it's called the beautiful period. It's also called Belle Equipe. And at that time, the range of Nestle was gone in Africa, Asia, Latin America. And the period of 1914 to 1918 was known as for adapting during wartime. At that war period, the demand for condensed milk and chocolate increased, while increase and the shortage of raw materials and cross-border trade slow both positive and negative impact in that period. And the period of 1999 and 1938 is known as for problem and possibilities. After the war, the military demand for milk declines, and the Nestle gone through the coffee. And the period between 1939 and 1938 is known as for riding out the storm. And period between 1948 and 1959 known as for creating convenience for consumers. The post-war period is marked by growing prosperity, and the people in the US and Europe start spending money on machines that make life easier, like refrigerators and freezers. And convenience food also became popular with Nestle, and it started to launch different products like Nesquik and Maggi ready meals. And the period between 1960 and 1980 which brings frozen food to pharmaceuticals. At that time, the lot of criticism comes, but later Nestle becomes one of the first companies to apply the WHO code on the breast milk substitute. And the period of 1981 to 1999 gone through the towards health, nutrition, and wellness. And after a lot of growth, Nestle just go off on profitable brands. They start promoting brands the meet the demands of more health conscious consumers. And after that, till 2000 and 2016, it started to creating share value. It started to adapting global sustainable operations. We started different projects to support that 17 goals. And from 2017 to till present, it creating a better tomorrow and today. Now I request my friends to discuss their paths. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Rivaj Gurung and my topic is about nature of the business and sector. As you can see, the revenue of the Nestle are there are 270,000 employees globally in 188 countries, and they sells 2.8 billion CHF tax paid in 2023. Also, their business presence are in Nepal, India, China, Malaysia, Singapore, and other countries. And Nestle generate their revenue in different continents such as North America, Latin America, Asia, Europe, and Great China. As you can see, the divisions of the Nestle are pet care, water, nutrition and health science, powder and liquid beverage, milk product and ice cream, and confectionery. And their sales in CHF billions are also 18.8, 3.3, 15.3, 24.8, 11.0, and 8.1. And next, Nestle brand value was valued at 22.4 billion US dollar in 2023, and they reclaimed their position among the top 10 valuable brands with other strong growth sales products. And their objective is to unlock the power of food to enhance the quality of life for everyone. Also, their growth indicator is about 93.0 billion CHF, with a slight decrease of 1.5% compared to the last year. As you can see in the graph, their competitors are Coca-Cola, Unilever, PepsiCo, Danone, and Mondelez, and their revenue are in $1 billion. Coca-Cola generate 11.972 billion, Danone generate 27.9 billion, and PepsiCo generate 22.322. This is the figure of competitors of Nestle. And my next slide is about critique of the operational improvement challenge. There are three types of challenge: environmental challenge, social challenge, and governance challenge. In environmental challenge, they face a lot of complex global supply chain and challenging to implement the scope and scale. They face a lot of challenges such as target across their diverse production and their product portfolio in greenhouse gas emission. In social challenge, Nestle was forced to abandon their dairy production plant in the UK due to the imbalance of the efficiency efforts in each unit. Also, they faced challenges such as customer preference and their purchasing decision, and it was beyond their Nestle control. In governance challenge, they face a lot of challenges such as diversity within the board of director and senior leadership, which they can't control, and also their upholding ethical standards and their complement within the regulation for making it challenging also to operate a business. Thank you.
Hello, this is Srijana Bista, one of the team member of this group, and I'm about to talk about the part of ESG evaluation. ESG basically refers to environmental, social, and governance factor of sustainability. Sustainable, we out of all the 17 sustainable goals, we have basically focused on water stewardship. So by the end of the 2025, this goal is focused on water quantity, water quality, biodiversity, such as water infrastructure projects, reforestation, water waste management, restoring canals, and water protection. The importance of the goal is focused on agricultural change in agricultural methods. Also, Nestle's sustainability projects is also is focused on clean drinking water, as well as the future adaptation and sanitation projects. It is also one of the factor for biodiversity and ecological services. By 2025, the Nestle's business is focused to be completed without forest lost for the primary supply chains of coffee and coca, as well as the bee production, palm oil, paper and pulp products, as well as soy and sugar products. We have also provided our slides on Nestle's cause and effect program on fishbone analysis, which includes the 4M policies. Those are manpower, methods, machines, materials, mother nature, measurements, and the main problem of this all cases are climate change, drought, natural calamities, and water stress. Out of all the approaches, we have chosen lean approach on Nestle. It is with all the principle. It is focused on defining value, mapping the value streaming, creating the flow, establishing the pool, and it is also focused on pursuit of protection, which is all based or focused in the sustainability development. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Jalama Tamang and my student ID is 331151997. I'm the part of Nestle presentation, and here I'm going to present about business case to support the operational improvements. Here firstly, let's talk about the operational improvements. The operational improvements are the planning and organizing to achieve the organizational objective and goals. So the activities done by the Nestle to support the operational improvements are going to explain and present by me. So here in the critic operational improvement challenges, there are 5 challenges of Nestle, and here for those challenges, here is the support of activities. So here Nestle aims to reduce greenhouse emission by 20% by 2025 and 50% by 2030 from 2018 levels on the road to net zero by 2050. And in 2023, we can see there is 13.58%. Similarly, there is also the company's ambition to help 10 million young people around the world having economic opportunities. Here we can see the increasement in the youth opportunities. So for next slide, there is financial performance. Here the amount is in CHF in millions, which is the currency of Switzerland, because since the Nestle is the company of Switzerland where the headquarters is located. Here the number of sales is 92,998, which is in CHF millions, which is in 2023 annual report. As we can see, there are trading operating profit of 14,520, and the profit for the year is 11,209, and the total is 255,604. So here we can also see the earning per share, which is 4.24. Obviously that is per share, which is good for the shareholder. So the next slide is stakeholder analysis, which means those who impact the business are called stakeholders, and it is analyzed by the grid by interest and power. In an x-axis, we can see there is interest of stakeholder, and in y-axis there is power influence of stakeholder. Here the high number of interest and high number of power is with consumers, and the lower number of power and interest is with small vendors. Government has high power but low interest in this business, and local communities have high interest but low power in the Nestle. So the next slide is about risk assessment. So talking about the risk assessment, it is the evaluating, analyzing about the potential and upcoming risks which can be come in a particular event or something that can be in a specific time. So for the risk management, here is a log, which is a table like format which can identify a risk. So talking about the risks, there are the risks like suppliers relationship, quality and safety concern, and high demand, and so on. So for them, here are 2 key components to risk assessment. They are impact level and accuracy probability. Impact level are those possibility of risks which can occur in future and which give the consequences in a particular period of event. And occurrence probability is like those risks which can be happen and which can be like specified in a certain time period. So looking at the supply relationship, the risk score is the combination, the multiplication of impact level and occurrence probability. So the talking about the supply relationships, when the impact level is 5 and there will be the occurrence probability 5, because when there is something happen in an event, then it will directly taken in that period of time. So the risk score is maximum, so it will impact the business. So there will be a good relationship with suppliers because it helps to grow up the company's wealth. So likewise, there is also a high demand, like when someone demand in some event, like we have to supply that also quickly, as we get a high chance of profit. So we cannot bear those kind of risks because it can hamper the company's wealth. So if there is high demand in goods, then it may impact on environment of the company production. Similarly, there is also the low level like corporate level, though it may have a one impact level, it has also occurrence probability of 3 because they can avoid any kind of risks. That is why the corporate level is low. Similarly, there are also risks like employee safety and health, ethical sourcing and sustainability, and so on. So next is the project timeline, and which is represented in Gantt chart. So the main goal of this project is the launching of production of something of Nestle. Here the timeline are given to launch those production. Firstly, in the market research, which is started in January 2024, and it has the completion of 91 days. And similarly, there are also other particles like product development, packaging design, manufacturing setup, which have their different timeline, and they have to achieve in their certain time, which is the vision of the company, and they are going to fulfill those vision by completing certain mission in a certain time period. So the main goal of the company is to launching a product of Nestle that is new in the market. Thank you so much, and next part I want to pass with my friend Sandesh. Thank you.
Hello, this is Sandesh Kharga, the group member. I'm presenting on recommended approach justification. Nestle's aim is to enhance water quality, manage water quantity, and biodiversity as a whole. By 2025, Nestle is planning to get its primary supplies just such as coffee, palm oil, etc., without hampering forest resources, because forest resources has been hampered very big. Nestle is focusing on conserving water, making all the water sites certified with the Alliance of Water Stewardship standard to make significant progress from 2025. As we are presenting on the water stewardship solution, we need very much conserving water facilities in all the areas. After that, we have the project team. Inabura Dhoki, the project manager, Riwaz Gurung, Srijana Vista, Jwala Lamang Tamang, and me, myself, Sandesh Karka, are the group member. We each have our own responsibility of presenting the slides. And after that, we have taken the references from many websites, Nestle itself, Nestle's annual report itself, and we have also taken from book reference of the operational management and etc. After that, we have appendix communication with AI, which will help to detect all the problems in the Nestle's different sites. Like it can help to find the excessive water uses and help with the strategies to utilize the water. After that, suggested solution from AI can be like managing the water supply and finding the excessive uses in the Nestle sites. It can help to manage the water waste management and irrigation systems, etc. Advantages of AI are proactive analysis and resource allocation. Firstly, proactive analysis is where the AI's ability can be used to forecast the patterns in the water usage and spot the possible problems. And resource allocation is where the AI can be used to assist Nestle in identifying the areas where the high demand and streamlining distribution networks to provide the fair access of water. After that, we have disadvantages of AI: data dependence and cost and access. Data dependence is just AI is very much dependent on the data, where it can provide inadequate data, and erroneous data can be found. Cost and access is just where the AI can be costly in the various technology, and water management can be not done properly. And comparing the AI with the human capacity, AI is contextual knowledge, creativity, and moral discernment compared to human. AI can be very accurate, but human also need to forecast all the problems and put all the data for the better outcome of the Nestle's sustainability. And thank you.